performance dashboards. They're a really good way of digesting down a tool that is really, really complicated and surfacing only the analytics that matter to us, the metrics that are really important in a sort of concise and focused format. So this is a dashboard that we put together for a client, just focused on general site performance and engagement with their content. That's their main goal, is just increasing traffic, particularly from the organic search channel, and also focusing on how many people are engaging with their regular blog content that they produce or article content. And so that's all that we surface here, is just what matters to them the most. It provides a very at-a-glance overview. This is made in Looker Studio, by the way. They're great for just surfacing glance reporting. And it can help you kind of get a high-level glance into what is happening in terms of like trends and ups and downs and what's moving, where might we have an issue. But ultimately, it's going to require somebody who still knows how to drill down and find more to actually figure out what's going on. It's not about surfacing what is happening. It's just literal data that is without a narrative at this point. And that's really where it's still, while it's customizable, it still has its limitations. It's very easy, first of all, to shove too much data into a performance dashboard because you want to emphasize as many things as possible. And you just want to, basically, there's often an attempt to recreate Google Analytics in dashboards, but in an easier, more digestible visual format, which is kind of a lot of time and effort to spend on just making a better UX for Google Analytics, which, like, I have my own perspective on using GA4 and how user-friendly it is. It can definitely be difficult sometimes. But spending the amount of time to just digest that into just another user experience is not really worth it. What we want to do is focus on providing insight that matters and providing insight at a high-level glance that just digests Google Analytics into something more easily and accessible and focused. Something that people can open up and you can distribute around your team, and people can get an immediate sense for how the site is performing in the key areas that we're watching. That's why it's really without a key strategic definition and an understanding of what our goals are, a dashboard really starts to flagellate and it loses its punch because it's not really as effectively showing us what is most important to us at a high-level glance. And that's why, while the analysis hinges on setup, dashboards hinge on knowing what your goals are and making sure that you can report on those goals strategically. So in contrast to the other dashboard, this is another dashboard we put together for a client that was focused on organic search. They were really focused on just how is our organic search performance doing, our rankings, and then how are we translating that into leads. And so we created this dashboard in Looker Studio that allowed us to take some of the data that we had for them and just present only the search relevant data. And that's really where dashboards shine, is they just allow you to create this sort of digestible form where people can interact only with the metrics they want.